Hello, and welcome to Iacon Underground Radio for the week of Wednesday, July 27th. I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm David.
So, we've been, having a big dearth of news the last couple weeks, and then suddenly we have 3 comics and San Diego Comic-Con. So, we will be doing our best to not make this an hour-long show. But I guess you would probably know that better than us as our listener, because you can probably see what your podcast software has said the running time is. To start off with, let's talk some actual comic book news from the San Diego Comic-Con. There are big changes. We've sort of heard little bits here and there about big changes coming up with IDW, and now we have a lot more about that.
Who's wrestling packages?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I'll put it aside.
It's IDW news.
Look, get my head back in it. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So we'd known for a little bit that something was going on. We had heard about Revolution being a thing, and James Roberts had talked briefly about More Than Meets the Eye as it currently is coming to an end, but not being gone. So in an interview with John Barber, James Roberts, and Margaret Scott, they talked about what's going to happen with the 3 new comics. Basically, I guess John Barber's, the adjectiveless Transformers, is just basically going to be an Optimus Prime book. At least in name.
Yeah, and it's going to be drawn by, I follow him on Twitter.
Kei Zama.
A Japanese guy who, didn't he draw an issue before? I think he did, or something.
Maybe.
I'm blanking.
We are all blanking. It's like news overload this week. So yes, there's that. There is going to be the ongoing Till All Are One, which I believe is pretty much already at the point where it was going to restart, so they're just going to keep that as it is. And because More Than Meets the Eye was reaching a good little stopping point, they've decided to... that's going to take a break for a couple months and then come back in November with a new number 1 as The Lost Light.
Yes. With
so
a new artist, well, half the time, or something.
Yeah, they will apparently be adding a new artist to the roster and alternating between them. I'm not sure if on a per issue or per arc basis, but
I think
apparently it should help with schedule issues.
Yes, I think the little bit I saw said per arc, so
okay.
So that should be good for everyone involved with not having delays. And I mean, James Roberts, I love his writing, but I feel so sorry for his artists.
Yeah.
I have to say, the person I feel even sorrier for is Andrew Hall, or Hydra as he's known in the fandom, because he has the unenviable task of having to, convey the nuances of the language to Sakamoto when he does issues. So,
yeah.
Oh my!
I can't imagine that.
He has to not only deal with that, but deal with it in multiple languages. So that has to be lots of fun. So the new cover of that, we've got Drift, we've got Ratchet, we've got Nautica, and then we have... Now, is that actually Rodimus's Shattered Glass colors, or...
Actually, isn't it kind of more like, they did a recolor of the Masterpiece, was it like Dark Rodimus or something?
Maybe.
Isn't it more like those colors?
Something like... I guess it's kind of hard to tell if his vehicle parts are black or very dark purple.
Yeah.
They come across as purple to me.
Yeah. But it may be comic book hair black.
Instead of being bright, warm, fiery colors, now he's dark, cold, icy colors.
Yes. I
really want this now.
I call him Goth Rod. He's, but yeah, I kind of wondered if the reason that James Roberts wanted to go off and do Titans Return, yeah, I've got it right. I will note that in at least in the Titans Return comic, at the end where they give like a timeline for all the different comic series, they call it Titan Returns.
Singular.
Because it's really hard to say. I kind of wonder if he like padded things out a little bit with those and then knew he was going to have a month or two off, so there wouldn't be solicits from 3 months ahead spoiling the end of Dying of the Light.
Yeah, maybe it's a convenient timing. That's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to go to keep from ruining an ending, but we'll get to that soon enough. So yeah, it looks like for the most part, the writers will be staying in place. There will be some new artists and some existing artists.
We're not losing Milne. Milne has gotten really good over the past few years. We don't want to get rid of him. We'll maybe not see him as often.
My goodness, yes. Yeah, and that's fine as long as, he's being filled in for by someone who's not Livio Ramondelli. So anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Livio, we don't have anything against you, just against your art.
I do.
So toy-wise, we have, there was more information about that Iacon toy. Yay! So that is actually going to be an Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Ooh.
As I learned from Adam 16-bit, Adam Paulus, who works for Entertainment Earth and has been involved a lot with Hasbro, with the Star Wars side of things as well. So he is a big name fan on the Star Wars side of things.
Yeah, and he does every once in a while on in places he pitches ideas at Hasbro for exclusive toys every once in a while, which don't always work, but thankfully this one did. We're getting Leo Kaiser. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, I think the most impressive part of this is that it is officially a Platinum Series Combiner Wars set that's only $120.
Yeah, it's not like $200. It's more expensive than most other of the sets are, which are like $100. It's $20 more.
Yeah.
But it's only $20 more. I can live with that. And they got all new heads. That's cool.
Yeah. And with other Combiner Wars stuff, I was expecting a Platinum one to end up being like $180. So it's pretty exciting. As someone who used to have the original Lio Kaiser toy, I have to say, Skyhawk and Hellbat's wing decos are dead on. They apparently are getting around the whole part about about the Skylynx mold not being sexy enough for Leozak by making him Deathsaurus.
Which works.
So,
but calling him Desaurus. Desaurus?
Desaurus.
Yeah.
Yes. And for those who are not familiar with that iteration of his name, that was the Englification of his name on his Generation 1 packaging. Back in the old days when we didn't have better things to fight over, there were many flame wars in the fandom over whether it was Desaurus or Deathsaurus or Deathzaurus, like CZAR.
Like Toys R Us.
Yeah. Or like I said, like CZAR, like Czar, which would go with Lio Kaiser and Road Caesar and all that, but is stupid and hard to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going with that one, which I suppose I'm sort of surprised if they're doing a collector market one that they're not willing to just have hell and death in characters' names. But I guess it's up to them.
Keep your standards.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if with the whole, it is a Platinum, but it's also an Entertainment Earth exclusive that Entertainment Earth employees pitched.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a matter of, it would be more in line with usual Platinum Series pricing, if not for the fact that they just really wanted one and they're willing to take a bath so people can get it.
That's possible.
We'll sell it without our usual retail markup because, we think it'll sell better, and we wanted to have... If we only get in like one case, there's only going to be 3 of them we need to sell because everyone else here is taking one.
Yes. I could see that. But yeah, the Desirus is actually in Leozak colors, which gives the combined mode a very, classic color layout to it. But yeah, his head is like white with a little yellow beak painted for his face. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I kind of wish there was a Leozak, but I like Leozak. I definitely think the new heads for all of them, the new heads for, okay, maybe not Deathsaurus's head, which is just the dragon bird head, or as it said on his original G1 packaging, Big Bird. All is one word. That's what they called his alt mode. So yeah, I think the individual heads are dead on. The wing deco is dead on. Just everything about them is great. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. There were some other toys that were first shown there. There's going to be a Gnaw, as in the Sharkticon.
A Gnaw, a little bitty Gnaw. He's like the same size as the wheelie is that already out? Whatever. It's the smaller than deluxe scale. What is it, Legends or something?
Yeah,
Whatever
Legends.
they're calling it now. Little, small, like $8-9 price range. I'm probably going to get 3 of them. They're adorable and chubby.
Like small? Like...
Yes, small.
Yes. And then we're getting a Bumblebee who looks a lot
Small
like
Bumblebee.
the Classics 2006 Bumblebee minus the trailer with the jetpack that they had to give him to make him actually cost out to be a deluxe.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. There's going to be a Megatron. Yay! He's very
I want that
Megatron-looking
so
Megatron.
much.
Yeah. Triple
It's pretty
changer
great.
Megatron.
Yeah. So he can be a tank and a plane.
Yep. I will probably only keep him as a tank most of the time, but I'm okay with having a Machine Wars reference in, something that's also clearly just, this is also going to be released as Blitzwing.
Yeah, I'll wait for the Blitzwing.
I want the regular one, but I also eagerly await the green with purple camo edition.
Okay, that I would buy. If a green camo flying jet tank thing, that I'd be buying.
Oh, purple with black triangle camo too.
Ooh, yes. Just all of the versions. All of the versions of that. We had mentioned before that there was talk of Brainstorm being a Walgreens exclusive, but apparently that was just a general sales sample that Walgreens guy had, because he is apparently going to be a wide release. Yay!
Huh.
I mean, I don't care, because actually Walgreens is closer to me than Target, but yay for everybody else.
I might buy him anyway, even though I already have a fairly recent Brainstorm. He does look nifty.
I'm gonna hope I can get the SDCC version, so I can get the weird Windblade, but whenever they put that up on Hasbro Toy Shop, hopefully soon.
I just need one that's in scale with the Chrome Dome and the Rewind that are new, so they can hang out. So Chrome Dome can be his only friend. I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, and there's some couple other things. There's a repaint of one of the other things. The one that turns into a dinosaur and a bird. It's recolored as Overboard, who is the old cassette Overkill, the dinosaur. Ooh. And a lion-faced Sawback, who transforms into a lion-faced shield. But the Titan Master head it's Leon, or however you pronounce it, from the old Headmasters. The Japanese exclusive ones that turned into lions and other little dudes. What were they called?
Yeah, like I don't remember what they were called, but yeah, in
Leon was called the Professional.
Yes.
No. But yeah, during G1, Japan did get, sort of like we're getting with the Titan Masters now, they did get individually packaged heads, which I would like to point out come in the cutest little boxes. They come in just these tiny little boxes. Also, their battle beasts came in these tiny little boxes, and they're just perfect. They're so precious. And because that wasn't exactly a price point that Hasbro was interested in doing anything with, they did not get released here, and they're super hard to find and expensive, and they're definitely in that boutique collector sort of range of things. But yeah, the lion one's getting an homage. I think they were at least briefly in the Headmasters cartoon.
Yeah, I think there were like 2 episodes, maybe.
Yeah. Which again is only worth watching if you can get a hold of the dubs. On the subject of videos, there have been
yes.
Yes.
The Transformers the movie Blu-ray release, which is apparently a brand new 4K transfer, as we find out in this press release. This press release also reveals bonus features.
Oh.
Not any specific ones, but it just exists that they will exist.
Oh.
Or
No,
just announces that they will exist.
No, you have to scroll further down.
Oh, there are actually specific ones?
Immersive bonus content, including brand new featurettes.
Okay.
That is as specific as it gets.
Let me see. Maybe I looked at a different one,
Or wait,
because
no,
I saw
huh.
one that specifically mentioned... Yeah, it's got audio commentary with Nelson Shin, Flint Dill, and Susan Blue. Yay!
Okay.
I love Susan Blue.
Okay, so that was just a really weirdly arranged press release.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's... That was the thing when I saw it the first time. I read it through once, and then I was like, that's not very informative. Is there something here I was glossing over? And there was. Also, there's going to be a brand new comprehensive documentary looking back at Transformers the movie with members of the cast and crew, including story consultant Flint Dill, cast members Greg Berger, Neil Ross, Dan Gilvezan, Stan Bush, of course, and Vince Nicola, also of course.
And others.
Yes, and others. So that's... I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's...
Animated storyboards.
Ooh.
I'm really impressed that they've got a 4K transfer of it, but I guess that's the nice thing about things going out on film in the first place.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can sort of make them as nice as however nice they need to be. But yeah, it's very promising that it's a new transfer of it.
Which
Yeah,
means it's still going to have all the color mistakes that it originally had, instead of all the fixes that it had made
That's
since.
something you clean up when doing a transfer, though, too. And, apparently, despite the issues we've had with past releases, this time we're not going to have the problem, because it's a 2-disc release, and each disc has a different version of the movie. One's widescreen, one's full screen.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I'm just holding out to see what color they allow Hot Rod to be. Because
Oh, yeah. Is he going to be actually the pink he should be? If they are taking it from the original, he should be pink.
In various releases, they have air quotes color corrected him to be more red and less pink, but he needs to be his nice bright magenta.
He needs to be the M in CMYK.
Yes.
Yes, he should. And there were a couple trailers out around the same time, or literally from SDCC. In the case of the Robots in Disguise Season 3 trailer, the one that's out there was literally just someone with their camera phone recording it from the screen it was being shown on. But you get to see a lot of things, including something that would have been a very exciting surprise had we not just seen him mysteriously appear on toy shelves.
Yes.
Which is Starscream is going to be in it. And the characters seem about as surprised as all of us were when that guy found that toy.
Yep.
So, it looks like there's going to be a bunch of stuff with mini-cons. There was a shark dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's still Strong Arm.
There's a beaked dude, strong arm's still awesome. The action they showed off in the trailer actually looked pretty rad.
Yeah.
Not that I'm surprised by that, but I'm excited.
Judging by the range of characters and stuff we got in this one, I suspect that it's only really compiled from maybe the first couple episodes.
Probably.
That makes sense, yeah. It would probably only be from 2 or 3.
Yeah, because it just shows that shark guy, and then, surprise, there's Starscream, and everybody's very surprised. And there's some stuff with the mini-cons, but there's not, like... Given that Robots in Disguise has always been about having this ridiculous assortment of Decepticons, most of whom will sadly never get toys, Filch. So, you would expect more of, like, a montage of awesome Decepticons, but yeah, I would guess that's probably just a fairly early trailer. And there was a new trailer for the Machinima series, which, it's got some voices. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
And now that we're done with the positives, the negatives are...
I mean, I think it looks alright for what it is.
I don't.
No, it's like each time I see another one of the machinima things, it looks less and less good. Like the voice, like the Menasor sounds really not menacing at all. I mean, I guess the G1 voices, the combiners weren't that great, but...
Yeah, I hear that complaint, and then I think of this, like, one time in, like, some part of the Search for Alpha Trion where Superion's, like, Omega Supreme shows up, and he's just like, Omega! With this ridiculous flanging to it, and I'm like, they've never really gotten combiner voices very good.
No, but you'd think that's the entire point of this. The combiners are big and menacing and threatening, and there doesn't seem to be any effect on his voice, and his voice just sounds like a normal dude.
Yeah. He sounds more like one of the Stunticons rather than a conglomeration of all the Stunticons.
Yeah. And it seems like everything is animated at this really jerky frame rate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even rendered, just animated. Like, when they're doing panning shots, it's smooth, but when people are moving, they are super jerky.
It's really, it makes me, well, it kind of reminds me of like the old G2 commercials with the CG back then. Like, it's that kind of quality. It's like, if this was entirely fan-made and not anything official, it'd be cool. But because it kind of is official, it's lackluster. So far, it may be fun to actually watch.
Even worse than that, if it was fan-made, that would explain why Windblade has completely abandoned her characterization from everything she's been in so far, and is now just screaming, "I'll kill you all!"
Yes, they've taken Windblade and turned her into RC, and I don't know why.
Specifically IDWRC.
Yeah. The murderous, sword-wielding lunatic for hire.
Yes.
Although this is Windblade's getting revenge. It's a revenge tale? What?
'Cause some combiners killed some people?
Yeah, but it's like...
I don't know.
It's just weird.
Anyway.
She's done with city speaking, and she's all about the murder now.
Only on Go 90 on August 2nd.
Yay! Ooh, that's not too far away.
No,
we'll have reviews of that soon.
Yep.
Maybe it won't be
Everyone
as bad
sounds so excited.
My hopes are tempered.
Yeah. I cannot blame you. So, any other news we want to bring up this week? I think that's the highlights.
There's too much.
Yeah, I think we're good. Let's get into the comics.
You're like, no more news. So yeah, we have 3 comics this week. We have Adjectiveless Transformers, we have More Than Meets the Eye, and we have Titan's Return, which I'm pretty sure it managed to get it right on the cover at least, if not the internal timeline. So let's start with All Hail Optimus, still in Adjectiveless Transformers. Yeah, there's some fighting. Galvatron gets beat up.
Jupiter!
RC does some things. Yeah, they're on Jupiter, and
is this the first time
scientifically accurate.
Is this the first time Transformers have gone to Jupiter?
I'm pretty sure they've been on some of... I don't know if it was Jupiter or Saturn's moons, but I don't think they've actually been on Jupiter properly, because as we learn in this comic, Jupiter does not have a surface.
Well, yes, but being around Jupiter, it's kind of surprising to me that they haven't gone to Jupiter, since Jupiter is the target of so many other things that are slightly sci-fi. It happens in every stinking anime. There's so many sci-fi movies that involve going to Jupiter or trying to get to Jupiter, or
Jupiter
things
ascending
coming from Jupiter. Yeah.
It's got a fun name.
But yeah, Jupiter fight with Galvatron getting his butt kicked by overwhelming numbers.
Also, is Astrotrain dead?
Maybe.
It seems like it.
That seemed to be the implication.
He has to get a new body. He's getting a new toy.
I guess that's fair. It's possible that Soundwave and his people might salvage him and put him back together.
Yeah.
So, and given that the main comic is really the most toy-driven, then there you go. So yeah, I mean, it's really mostly the big fight, first between RC and Galvatron on Jupiter, and then Prime and Soundwave show up, and Prime gets his faceplate torn off.
Yeah, there's a little game of faceplate tag, like Galvatron takes it off. I had to go back to realize, oh, he took it off. Because there's just one panel with him without it. He's like, wait, what? But then he takes it back from Galvatron at some point. It's just a weird little game of tag.
I think a lot of it was that coincidentally when his faceplate was off happened to be when he talked to, lectured Galvatron about how he was an officer of a corrupt and heinous regime. So, he's talking about when he was at Orion Pax. Maybe that's the thing, is the faceplate. Like, if it comes off, he becomes Orion Pax again. It's like the faceplate of leadership. It's like in season 3 of G1, when Rodimus would lose the Matrix and he'd revert to Hot Rod, and that's what happens with Optimus and his faceplate. That's
kind of the thing. It's like something that would be used in animation, but since this is a comic and not animated, it
doesn't come across as clearly. And also, even though it comes off, he does put it on before, spoilers, executing Galvatron in cold blood.
And I really appreciate that you get the little side panels of Soundwave and RC both going, damn.
Yeah.
As he executes Galvatron.
And I like that Soundwave's, despite him not having a face or eyes, looks kind of forlorn, while RC's just like, yeah, you go, man.
It's like, yeah. Didn't know he had him in him.
Well, Soundwave is forlorn a lot this week.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, he's not having a good week.
No,
poor guy.
We'll get into that later. And then Optimus drops Galvatron's head on the White House lawn. as you do.
It's just, here, have this head of an evil warlord. Don't mess with it. Oh, he is going to become a new toy.
Yep. And now they have a city on Earth, and Starscream does not like the fact that he showed Prime being Jesus levels of the Chosen One.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm so sad for Starscream. It completely backfired. It wasn't working so well to show Prime screwing everything up until a Titan shows up on Earth.
Oops.
Not just a Titan. The one who declared Starscream was the Chosen One and got him elected.
Yes. Metro Titan. So, yeah, that's awkward. That's gonna be awkward for everybody.
Should be interesting, at least.
So, yeah, at this point with Prime doing actual Prime-y things and Metro Titan showing up on Earth, the Council doesn't really have much choice than to allow Earth to be officially a Cybertronian colony.
Yeah.
Also, Metro Titan is going to be Autobot City now. Yay! Season 3!
Does that mean they parked him near Lookout Mountain?
Maybe they did. I think that's about in the right part of the country. There is a Lookout Mountain in, like, I don't know, New Mexico or something. I'm sure there are probably several Lookout Mountains in several states.
Yeah.
It's kind of an easy name like that. So yeah, the end.
I'm looking forward to the next arc.
Yeah. So after that we have Titans Return, and they sure do.
Yeah, kind of. Well, a guy returns.
Okay,
no, they really don't.
That's fair.
He's not a Titan, he's
a fake Prime. He's not a Titan, he's just an asshole.
Maybe that's the thing. He's a Titanic asshole.
Yeah, that's fair. That's entirely reasonable.
Well, if you go by the mythical term of a Titan, he is from before the current gods. A Titan.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So yeah, basically everybody thought Megatron had killed Sentinel Prime. He didn't, I guess, or something. He has risen from his grave.
He did, but there's a report that, like, oh, his head went missing. Because the Decepticons took it, and Megatron's all, no, I didn't take it, because... Oh, the best part. Movie time on the Lost Light.
Oh yeah, that is the best part of this one-shot, the movie time on the Lost Light section.
So yes, we get a little beginning on Cybertron with him showing up, and then yes, we get movie time. I'm gonna miss movie time.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Lost Light crew is watching a documentary that Optimus Prime had Rewind put together years ago. It's about, Megatron's a bad guy, and Sentinel Prime is the first one to stand up to Megatron and got killed. Megatron's the first one to stand up to Sentinel. Sentinel was a bad guy, Megatron became their more bad guy, and things happened.
Yeah. And Rewind is very offended when Megatron accuses it of being biased. Because Rewind has very strong feelings about reporting.
Journalistic objectivity.
Yes, but there's a point there, but the problem with that argument is, Rewind, you tried to kill Megatron.
I mean, fair enough, but he was not in a good place at the time.
No, but...
Everyone else has forgiven him.
Yes, but that does mean he had a bias.
I guess. But yeah, he does mention specifically that these were being made for the new colonists, so this isn't something that was before all of this happened. This was something that Rewind would have made recently, so, I guess...
Apparently Optimus wants to give all the colonies the history of what happened in the war.
Yeah. Yeah, so, so they can know. This would have had to have been something that Rewind started doing after they found quantum duplicate Rewind. So yeah, this would have to be very recent.
Yeah. I love that Worrell, while talking to Megatron, is just like, oh, get over yourself. Not everything is about you. I'm just here to eat popcorn and watch Sentinel Prime get murdered.
Yes. Yeah. Worrell is just, this is some high grade Worrell here. This is some very good Worrell action, some pretty good brainstorm. Everybody's just really good in this. It's nice to see them being happy again.
As good as they can be when drawn by Livio Raimondelli.
Yeah.
And then we get some more establishing exposition about the new Autobot city, and then Sentinel Prime attacks.
Oops. He doesn't attack... Well, I guess he does... No, he attacks Iacon first, and then he goes through the space bridge to attack Autobot City. Yeah.
Which we don't see, which is apparently the next arc. Yeah. For Adjectiveless / Optimus Prime.
Kaon is back, the city, not the dude.
Oh, wow, yeah, that
does seem to be where he came from.
And Starscream seems to be very surprised about that. Apparently it was destroyed in a very, what should have been a very complete manner.
Presumably. And it's got a giant statue of Megatron. That can't be good.
Yay! I love giant statues of Megatron.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he goes to Earth and his head pops off.
Yes. He's a toy! Huzzah!
Yay! Oh man. I'm eager to see all this stuff with people's heads popping off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my favorite part of this comic tie-in.
Yep, it should be interesting.
Yay!
So now all the feels.
Oh man, that's some feels. So yeah, if you read any of the review pages that have trickled out, it's already established pretty quickly that no, Megatron did not get killed.
Yeah.
Megatron popped a trail cutter bubble.
Yeah, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah. We also find out that Overlord was rebuilt by the Galactic Council.
Yeah.
With their stupid hats.
Yep.
Which is, that's interesting. I like them getting involved in things a little more than just being these other guys who people might run into. Apparently they are angered that the Lost Light has been helping, also organic races, because that's their job, and it makes them look bad. So,
it's weird logic.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No.
So, at this point, like I said, Megatron popped a force bubble, so he did not get hit. I do appreciate that Rewind turned that sort of conscience weapon on the Decepticons. He says, it depends on how many Decepticons are susceptible to an attack of conscience.
Yes.
And it seems to be pretty much Deathsaurus.
Mostly Deathsaurus.
And Nickel.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Nickel isn't as obviously affected, but probably is too affected. Deathsaurus just has a migraine.
Yeah, he just, like, falls over. I do really like that when he falls over, his, like, bird dragon arms come out to brace him.
Oh, yeah.
While his actual robot arms are, his robot hands are gripping his head. So, yeah, he decides at this point that it is time for his Decepticons to GTFO, and no more of them are going to be sacrificed for Tarn and Overlord's little thing.
And Nickel goes with him.
And then... Yeah.
Yes, and Nickel goes with him.
And then it turns out to just have been Tarn's little thing, because Overlord's like, nah, I don't have a conscience, but this guy's a coward, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, he sees him cowering inside a force field, and he's like, I can't be bothered. He's pathetic. Overlord wanted an actual fight, which if he had stuck around,
he could have
as it turns out. Yeah.
But you need to keep some big bad out there.
Yes. So, meanwhile, it turns out that they do have access to one of Brainstorm's briefcases, which will come in handy.
Yes, which I'd forgotten that was left behind. What? Was it Ravage that got it in the first place?
I think so.
And gave it to Megatron, and Megatron buried it on the planet the first time they came here.
Yeah, he kept it around for a little while and then decided he didn't want it, and then he left it there where the Necrobot found it. Yeah. Which, yes, will be relevant shortly. So I guess I'm curious whether Megatron just specifically decided to wait until Overlord wandered off to to bring the DJD into the bubble, or if that just happened to be when I guess that's probably when they started punching.
Yeah, it's like he had to get them to warm up to get in the bubble after he'd already put the bubble up so he could do his thing, and it probably took a while to warm up to do the thing, maybe.
Yeah, or probably it, kept out, weapon fire, but not just walking through it. So yeah, who else is, actually, I'll get to that in a moment, because in the meantime, Whirl finds his arm in one of the cupboards. So who else is really excited that we get to, bring up this particular, weird and kind of terrifying throwaway line from Megatron's G1, bio?
Oh, I love it.
It's something that I wanted since G1, reading his tech specs. And it so rarely is even mentioned, let alone actually is used.
Yes. So he has figured out how to tap into a black hole.
Yay!
Yay!
And siphon antimatter remotely.
Yes. Yay. And he gets some pretty good, crazy energy eye stuff going. And then the DJD are like, that was a bad idea.
Oh, that didn't go.
Maybe we shouldn't have come in here.
It's not quite Kirby Dot enough.
It's going to take us too long
to
to shove our way back. I do wish it's very Kirby Dot inspired, and it's kind of what Kirby Dots would look like in an art style that meshed with this, but I would have been okay with going just full on Kirby Dots for that panel and doing a more Jack Kirby interpretation.
Yeah.
It's more jagged.
So yeah, meanwhile, Ravage is still telling them about Megatron's great plans, and that's what he managed to do, was tap into a black hole and siphon off antimatter. Yay! Good job. So this is such trolling.
Yep.
Because Megatron, he says, today you die by your birth names. So as he kills the DJD members, he says their actual names. So immediately you're like, this is where we're going to find out who Tarn is.
Yes. And then turn a page.
Yes. So first he takes out Voss, who was Forstock. And
is that even a name we'd heard before?
No, I think it was just, a name. And yes, and then they're explaining to Velocity why they don't have normal names, and then Roller shows up.
That was wonderful.
Because as you're thinking, oh my god, this is where we're going to find out that Tarn was Roller.
There's so Roller standing
there. But if
there.
you're here, who's that guy? But if Bruce Wayne is here, And who's Batman?
But for a second I thought, oh wait, maybe this is the briefcase, it's time travel, but no. Well, not quite.
Well, kind of. We'll get into that.
Yeah. It does mean that Tarn is not Roller.
Yep. And then, one of the DJD is Scissor Saw, and then another is Crucible.
Yeah, the guy with the X is Crucible.
He's the guy who had the chest, right?
Maybe. It was hard to keep the two big guys apart. Did we lose Jen?
Jen.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. I muted myself, and then I didn't notice I muted myself. I'm gonna have coffee after this.
Okay.
Yay.
I think I know one of the big guys is Helix, and the other is Tesserus, and I think actually the one with the X is Tesserus, and the other one is Helix.
Which is the one with the giant, like, drum grinding thing in his belly?
That was Tesserus. So, okay. Crucible is a fairly appropriate name for him.
I almost want to say Crucible has been mentioned before, but maybe it's just because Crucible's a good name that comes up every once in a while in lots of comics.
Yeah, or it could have just been a throwaway at some point. Yeah. I mean, they presumably went by these names at some point.
Yep. The wiki only has a mention of the Crucible being like a actual location at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering.
And Ratchet gives Roller a big hug, and it's great.
Yes.
Well, as big as he
can. And Roller has... Yes, as big as he can, because Roller is, like, enormous. Which is, part of why everybody thought he was Tarn. So yeah, that's the biggest troll ever. But yeah, Roller has one of the briefcases, and then Rodimus uses it to teleport into the bubble. And as Megatron declares that Tarn was Glitch. You remember Glitch, right?
Yeah.
But wait, wasn't Glitch actually the nickname of some guy? Not his actual name?
That's possible,
It was technically a nickname, but yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he like one of the outliers back in the past when Prime found them in the field of soul sparks or something?
Yes, he was one of the outliers in Shadowplay.
Yeah.
So, the one who could just make things not work properly by, being around them. So presumably he managed to focus that into a voice that could kill you.
Yep.
So, which, that makes sense. So, also, I believe he was Imperated in...
Yeah, I think he had a mono eye. So, but he's only had it fixed because he has a normal face. Under the face mask, after Megatron rips it off and sticks it on his chest. So he can kill him as a Decepticon.
Man, Megatron. That's harsh. So yeah, Rodimus comes through, and I forgot how much I loved that, like, curly... I guess to compare effects to other artists, I guess it's kind of P. Craig Russell-y, sort of smoky, swirly smoke effect with the time case. I love that.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, he comes in, and it's all like, Megatron, take my hand, and I'll get you out of here, because all this stuff is about to blow up because you've just filled this bubble with antimatter. Yeah. And maybe that wasn't the best idea. And the looks that Megatron just has this, like, really, stern sort of look, and Rodimus is like, oh, come on.
And things go shoom.
So things go shoom, and they go bump, and then Rodimus and Megatron are in the fortress. And apparently, so Ravage, poor bisected Ravage, had been holding on until Megatron could get back. And so Megatron goes to his poor kitty, and he says, I'm here, Ravage. And Ravage sees the Decepticon symbol, and he reaches up and touches it, and says, don't change back, and then he dies.
Elsewhere,
and, yes,
Soundwave
meanwhile,
is very,
Soundwave...
very sad.
He's super upset about this, as, would be expected.
I love that he just knows.
Yeah. Well, yeah, presumably they had some degree of a connection.
But he probably heard his spark beat from across the galaxy.
Aww. And then we get a throwback to table flipping. Yay! Which is a throwback, I think, was that Death of Optimus Prime, or was that, I think that was Death of Optimus Prime where Prowl does that.
I guess. Hasn't Prowl done it like
that
2 or 3 times, though?
He has,
it is
but
a
I don't
recurring
know that
Prowl
it was, I don't know if it was always this exact same panel
pose,
layout.
yeah.
So Megatron is very angry and won't let Ratchet fix him up.
Or take his cannon off.
Take his broken cannon.
So what has happened is that the Necrobot got a hold of the time case, and he decided, he took to heart what Nightbeat had said about, instead of recording deaths, actually helping to prevent them. And so he's taken his list of people who have just disappeared and gone back into time and found them at that point and taken them, because he can't actually change time. He can't do anything that would make time different. But
well,
in
he
that
could, but
case,
it would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, like when Brainstorm was going to do that, and everybody had to stop him. But what he can, basically, it's one of those things that if they disappeared, it's either because they died in some way that he couldn't record, or he took them. And that is why they are on the list of the disappeared. It's one of those sort of inevitable fate, time travel sort of things.
It's free jacket.
That's great. I love those.
He's seen the movie Free Jack.
Yes. He knows how this works.
Did he already have the list and just used it as a checklist after they met him the first time?
Yeah. It's the big memorial wall thingy that Rewind found the name of, what's his...
Dominus Ambus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, and they're standing in front of it later. Is the memorial to the disappeared, as he calls them. And as it turns out, one of the disappeared is Megatron's old buddy Terminus. Who
looks a lot like him. It's like Megatron's old boyfriend's alive, or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, who had basically, he had to be abandoned when, I guess, the mines on Mesotine were there was an evacuation and an explosion, and he had to be left behind because he was too injured, and apparently in between everyone evacuating and the actual explosion, the Necrobot showed up and was like, hey, let's go.
Come with me if you want to leave.
Yeah.
Yes. Except none of them actually really remember, they don't really know what's happened at this point, because they had time travel sickness, and basically the Necrobot put them in stasis. When the DJD was coming, he made their life signs look organic, so, they'd be ignored.
We were trolled again! We were thinking we were getting headmasters!
You're thinking there was a basement full of organics, and actually it was a basement full of... it's pretty exciting. So Megatron and Terminus hug, and then his Decepticon symbol falls off because it was really just Tarn's faceplate that he just stuck on it with, spit.
Give me your face. I don't need your face anymore.
And then he steps on it.
And the fusion cannon pops off as soon as he sees Terminus.
Yep.
Yes, I saw that. I could just, imagine him just having that feeling of oh my god, and that just triggering the cannon to just pop off.
Oh, there's so many little good touches in here. Oh, thank you, Milne.
That's great.
Also,
Velocity.
Also, Nautica is still over by Skids.
Oh, she is? I didn't even notice her. I just noticed Velocity was holding Ravage's body after Megatron table flips.
Yes.
Wait, where?
Oh yeah, he table flipped the table that Ravage was on.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, well, he was dead.
So.
Grief, I kind of get that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got this big happy reunion, and, Rewind sort of explains what was going on with the Wall of the Disappeared, because he had been looking at it, and I'm sure he realized, he connected that these people are the ones who were on that list. And also there's the fact that he has been reading the Necrobot's journals since they got there. So, he had mentioned it in his diary.
Yep.
So
that's everyone survived, all accounted for. End of issue, except...
Everything's great, except, what about Rung and Nightbeat?
Yeah.
So
they
Rung
finally got... Oh, go ahead.
Rung and Nightbeat get down into, they dig far enough into the planet to find what looks like the surface of another, like the inverted surface of a planet. But
it's like the inside of a Dyson sphere or something. It's that big hollow void they accidentally teleported into way earlier, several issues ago.
But then Rung notices, he recognizes some of the constructions there, some of the outlines there. And it's basically, it looks to be like a mold of Cybertron.
Yes.
Like pre-war Cybertron. And before this can be adequately explored, crap, it looks like a geobomb. And then let's destroy an entire Hey, Kirby Dots.
The Kirby Dots, yes.
So we did get some Kirby Dots. Yeah. So, that's a thing.
Yeah, so they're all dead. Well, no, they won't be dead. But that's a great place to end an issue. It's like, oh, there's a bomb. Oh, we're all dead. And just finding a mold.
Although we don't know it.
Oh, it's weird. It's like, it's so Hitchhiker's Guide. It's like, where's Slarty Bartfast?
Yeah, well, he does just say it looks like a geobomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be something completely different.
It probably is. It makes
I would like to note that now we have until November.
Yeah, because the next...
Oh, yeah.
Is it one or two issues are going to be on Luna 2? With
yeah, we get 2 issues with Fort Max and Red Alert on Luna 1.
Oh.
And which makes sense for a Titan's Return tie-in because there were all those Titan corpses there.
Yep.
And then there's going to be that brief break where everything sort of realigns, and then they're going to be back with Lost Light in November. So we don't get to find out what happened to everyone until November.
Oh, James Roberts.
James Roberts, you are a bad, bad man, and I love you for it.
Yes.
He's such a troll. He's such a troll. So yeah, that was a good issue. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Everyone lives, and then rocks fall, and everyone dies.
Well, not everyone.
Yes.
Oh. 2 characters are definitely different. Wait, is it just Skids and Ravage? And the Decepticon Justice Division, but we didn't like them except for Nickel.
The fandom was pretty fond of them, so I'm curious to see what that reaction's going to be like. They were definitely, fan popular enough that I think that's going to make a lot of people sad.
Yeah, bring back the Scavengers.
I was just learning their names. We are going to have the Scavengers come back in the Revolution tie-in.
Yay.
So we will get, that's the thing is we will get more than meets the eye style stuff. It's just it won't be with these characters until November. So yay, good job us. And Rodimus goes goth.
So we should probably wrap it up soon, but anybody want to take a crack at a theory as to what's going on with the inside of the planet?
I think Rung is probably right that this is a mold in which Cybertron was made. It is sort of interesting because that implies that Cybertron was made. That it was a thing that was constructed.
Who knows what it means? It could just mean the outer surface was structured because of this planet mold thing, or who knows? I was thinking this was leading maybe toward Unicron, but now who knows?
Yeah. I think that we will probably soon be finding out what Rung's alt mode is for.
Yeah. He's probably the on switch.
Oh man. Yeah, it's going to be Slarty Bartfast, and this is going to be a planet construction.
Cybertron Point 2.
Yeah, so we
it
can
could
make
be
all
that
the fjords.
A geobomb, in this case, isn't just enough force to destroy a planet, but enough force to will the matter consisting of a planet into existence.
Yay!
Yeah, it could be. So it is, well, if that's the case, then they're going to get squished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
Well, it depends how solid the planet is when it starts forming inside the mold. There might be imprints of Nightbeat and Rung in the planet.
Aw, that would be hilarious.
That is a very James Roberts thing to do.
Yeah. So,
just
yeah.
Nightbeat buried in molten metal except for this one spot where his face is showing. And they find him, and they're like, "Oh God, Nightbeat, I'm so sorry." And well, if you're that sorry, could you do something?
Yeah.
Little head pops out and gets angry.
Aww. Oh no, his head pops off. So yeah, that was the Dying of the Light. That was a pretty good story arc.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm interested to see, I assume we're going to see more of Deathsaurus and Nickel in the future, and more of Megatron having his, I don't know, friend, boyfriend, space husbando, who knows?
Yeah.
I already miss Ravage.
Yeah.
That's, who's going to drink out of a bowl that swerves?
Oh.
He was, I mean, honestly, that was like the best version of Ravage. I'm going to say the best version of Ravage that I've encountered because, well, the Beast Wars one is pretty cool. He's only really there for a couple episodes and doesn't really do that much.
He was really good, but yeah, he could have been in more. This was a lot of Ravage being fun.
Yes. This was the first Ravage to actually make me consider naming a pet Ravage. Because I got a black kitten last year.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a good issue. I like it. I like it. Thumbs up. So I think that will be it for us tonight. Hopefully we have not bored people too much. Hopefully our throats will survive the rawness of how long we've gotten to talk.
Yep.
But that will be it for this week. So until next week, this has been Jen.
And Alex.
And David.
Yay, I'm gonna die. My throat hurts too much.